Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Amateur Statistics Scholars. I guess all five of you that have watched any videos. Well, actually,
If that.
it's like 30 now. Actually, believe it or not,
It's just Luke clicking over and over again.
maybe.
27 of them, 27 of them are Luke, and then like the other three are literally Luke's mom.
Wait, really?
No,
That'd be pretty funny. We got a new thing we're gonna start doing though. I think we're gonna start getting these things out there though. Um, that's off topic though because obviously we got to talk about the WWE and what's going on there because it's kind of becoming more than a sports story at the moment. It's becoming major international news somehow. Imagine that, Sam. WWE is major international news. Um,
I mean if it gets FTC attention.
apparently. So last night, several wrestling media outlets reported that the WWE has sold to the Saudi Arabia investment group, whatever it's called. Either way, to Saudi Arabia, the blood money and all that. Live golf, yada yada yada. It was reported that had happened. Now today it's been weird because there has been those that have reported that this hasn't exactly happened yet and that there ain't even a deal in place, but then there's been those that have reported there is a deal in place but it hasn't happened yet. Then there have been those that have just reported that it has happened. So I don't think there's anyone that really knows what to believe. But the thing that we do know is that Vince McMahon's a crazy lunatic who put himself back in power in WWE and has ousted his own daughter from power in WWE, and she resigned yesterday. Just like 4 hours before the report of the sale to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I
Which
thought that came after.
no, no, no. Well, a little bit before, just barely. That's why I think a lot of people believe the Saudi Arabia stuff because you know Stephanie McMahon is someone that has like trailblazed the women's wrestling, or has trailblazed women's wrestling and opportunities in women's wrestling. I feel like um, over her time in WWE. She made it less about striptease and more about
Oh yeah,
actual wrestling. I mean,
dude. If you go back and like try to watch any pay per view from like 2010 before, really no, 2010 is a bad cutoff. More like 2014, 2015. Any like pay per view before then, all of the then called Divas division was so garbage. It was just like okay, there were people that stood out like Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix is a really really talented wrestler, and there are other people that are very talented in the ring. But the way they played up that division was so terrible. Ugh.
yeah, it was definitely more based on your attractiveness. It definitely wasn't about your talent in the ring. Whereas nowadays, though, obviously you got Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the list goes on really from there. I'm not putting Ronda Rousey in there. She's not great, but
Ronda Rousey is Ronda Rousey. She's always got her edge.
yeah, I guess. But anyway, that's besides the point. Um, Vince McMahon obviously though was well, maybe not obviously to some people, but Vince McMahon is Vince McMahon. Everybody knows who Vince McMahon is, even if you don't watch wrestling. But Vince McMahon was ousted from power back in the summer, over the summer, after a bunch of
It was mid like a
allegations.
yeah, I was going to say it's a large scale like sex scandal, right?
Yeah, a lot of allegations of him using corporate funds as hush money, keep people quiet about allegedly he did this. This is allegedly. Gotta say that. Um, allegedly using that as hush money to keep women quiet within the company about an affair that they'd had. And then there was also a former WWE referee, a female referee that is, that sued about hush money over a rape, an alleged rape. So
Yeah, those aren't good
yeah, not
allegations.
good. No, not a good look. Definitely not a good look at all. But so he left. Nick Khan and Stephanie McMahon took over as co-CEOs, and Triple H, obviously the legendary wrestler, took over as the control as the he took over control of creative and
You did a great job.
yeah, it became launchable again. I mean, because the
Yeah.
obviously, let's just be honest here. The big thing was before Vince even left was that the product was passing him by a little bit. Like it just really wasn't as good as it had been, and Triple H had kind of made it pretty good, especially with
And
competitors now in All Elite Wrestling and AEW, and it was actually pretty solid there for a little bit.
yeah, AEW was really the turning point where it kind of proved that Vince's theories, like don't say wrestling, don't say certain things, and just don't break the barriers, it really proved all of those wrong. Because you get to see all these people, all these wrestling fans, rally behind the little guy with AEW, which eventually grew into a large corporation.
Yeah, that's true. But they're both run by billionaires. Don't forget Tony Khan
Oh
is a
yeah,
billionaire. But months go by, everything's going well, and then all of a sudden, here a few days ago, actually a few weeks ago, it was reported that Vince McMahon wanted to make a comeback. I think a lot of people wrote that off because it really wasn't big news. And then Vince McMahon actually did come back, but it was said that it was just going to be in a very limited role on the board. Then he came back and became the executive chairman of the board. Stephanie McMahon resigned, and now he's leading the sale of the company. And supposedly it's going to be to Saudi Arabia. Okay, Sam, first of all, because of this video, if you did want to go to Saudi Arabia, we probably can't do that anymore because of some stuff I'm probably going to say about Saudi Arabia on here. So, speak now, if you ever hold
that's
your
fair.
peace. Yeah, we
Um,
won't be able to go.
you have beautifully large oil rigs, Saudi Arabia. That's my compliment.
I just, okay, so I guess here's where I start. Why in the hell are we giving Saudi Arabia a bunch of our big corporations? Why are we giving them big markets out of America? What are we doing? Oh, do we know about the human rights stuff? I mean, we do, but when did we start justifying all this crap? I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm not a politician. I'm not anything like that. Again, I have a laptop and an opinion. What do I really, what's the value in me really? What the hell though? You know, it's not just this. It's been Live Golf, and then a bunch of other stuff. I mean, especially, but this and Live Golf being the two main ones. And but if you think Live Golf was bad, if this falls through, oh my God, you don't even know half of it. Like, it will be insane the amount of backlash that Vince McMahon will take because not only because of the sale to Saudi Arabia, but his very known political alignments and where he stands on the political spectrum. You best believe that he will take a lot of heat for this. And honestly, would you really be shocked if a lot of talent walked, Sam?
No, I wouldn't. And I'm gonna be honest. Um, it seemed like there was a lot of talent in WWE that I guess got the right attention under Triple H that I don't see Vince or really anybody Vince would appoint. Because let's be honest, it doesn't matter what Vince's title is, as long as Vince is in the company, Vince does what he wants.
Oh yeah.
Like Vince McMahon, he doesn't have to be head of creative. We know he is. He doesn't have to be anything. We know he can control whatever he wants. And that's what he's done constantly throughout the years where he has been at the head of it. And sometimes it was for the better of the company.
I just
And
think I
more
just think
recently it
yeah.
hasn't been.
I just think that it's incredible that this guy is willing to destroy everything he's ever built out of pure arrogance and pretty much just sociopathic stubbornness is what's incredible to me. I
And then whenever it gets good, he comes back.
yeah. You just know though whenever they were saying the words wrestling when they were having all these like really good matches, 5 star after 5 star after 5 star on the Meltzer scale, you just know when they were doing that he was sitting at home with his ball crying about it. I mean, he didn't like it. You just know he didn't. I mean, every time you pull up anything that happened on a show, you just think, man, what if Vince was watching this? Man, what's Vince thing? What's Vince thing? What's Vince thing? Well, apparently wasn't a big fan because now Stephanie McMahon has been fired pretty much. Let's just call it what it is. Stephanie McMahon did not leave on her own terms. Stephanie McMahon got pushed out, dude. Something
All
happened.
right. So
I just want to know what it was, is what I'm curious about.
cor- correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't there reports a couple months ago that Vince was in favor of giving Guntar like burying Guntar like Ricochet or something?
Yeah, I believe that was a thing. Yeah, and he's one of the better. He's built himself up to being one of the better workers probably in the world right now.
How many 5-star matches has he had under Triple H on the Meltzer scale?
I
Like
think
two, three.
he had the
He had
one.
the
I think.
Sheamus one,
Yeah, that
right?
was a hell of a match. One of the better WWE matches in like ever. Really, it had to be
Okay, and in the past however many years under Vince, you know what Sheamus's role has been? Tag team.
Irishman.
Just just throw him on a tag team. He's Irish.
I'm an
Like that's
Irishman, guys. Look at me, hardy, hardy, horror. I wear a funny hat. Look at
yeah.
this. I
And I'd
drink
say
beer.
bro or
I
something.
like Guinness.
Like that was his role under Vince. And he gets with Triple H. The guy that Vince has always cast aside gets with Triple H. Under Triple H. And the guy that Vince wanted to bury in a match under Triple H, and it ends up being a 5-star on the Meltzer scale. Like that's not a coincidence.
Oh no, no, not even a bit. Vince probably thought he was fat and thought he couldn't work, and then, oh, well, we're gonna have to bury this guy. He sucks.
He's not on steroids. He's not Jinder Mahal. No, I don't know if
Allegedly,
Mahal's batting.
allegedly, allegedly.
No,
Um,
let's be honest for just a second. Jinder Mahal's physique's really really nice.
yeah, probably put.
Jinder Mahal's got a
I
heck of a physique.
maybe, but a
Like
lot of hard work might have gone into it.
maybe. But
But
let's
let's get back on topic
if
here, though.
no, I got to take us away from topic for 1 second. If the WWE had a massive bodybuilding competition, Jinder Mahal would win.
Would
All
he
I'm
though?
saying.
Would he though?
Yeah.
You
Name
don't
one
think?
guy. Name one guy above Jinder.
I don't know. I mean, Austin Theory, man, or Bobby Lashley, one of them two. They're jacked. You know how? I
Fair.
mean, those are impressive.
Okay, but I'm not sure about Theory. I think Mahal's above Theory.
Lashley's
Lashley's the
ripped though.
question.
He's shredded.
Okay, back on topic.
We sound we sound very much like we got the hots for Bobby Lashley.
I mean, maybe I do.
That's a fair statement.
That's a fair statement,
Yeah, he's got a lot of money. But
but not a lot of hair.
there's a guy there's a guy that Vince didn't screw up. I mean, he did at first,
Oh, he did the first time around.
and then
Actually, no, the first time around he wasn't as talented.
well,
He came back
even
better.
when he came back though, like they really bungled him there at the beginning, and then they put the belt on him a couple times, and he being a really good worker. But who knew? I mean, did we really know that we'd be covering wrestling here whenever we started Ass? I don't think we did we?
I don't think we did, but I think we're kind of accepting it
Maybe, but we
with the
also
amount
didn't
of
think
time we
that
put into wrestling.
we also didn't think that the WWE would sell to freaking Saudi Arabia and get blood money.
Yeah, I just want somebody to come out and tell me exactly what's happening there.
I j-
That's all I want.
when are we gonna stop letting this happen?
I
When?
don't think we ever will.
They could have been bought by Disney. They've been offered by Disney before, I reckon. I believe
Disney, I think,
Disney
and Universal.
Disney has had real interest in buying them for a bit now. They could have done that. You didn't have to go to Saudi. If this happens though, now again, it's been reported just like four different things. Like wrestling Twitter is chasing its own tail right now. It's gonna be interesting to see it play out though. I mean, if this happens, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it anymore. I think I'm done. I think a lot of people are done. I think people go over to AW. MJF is a very good. very good entertainer slash wrestler slash everything, whatever. Like people just watch him. They got the star power right now. They probably got better star power. Well, no, I don't know if they got better star power than WWE, but I mean they've got enough star power to make up for it.
No, I want you to like serious question. Name one guy out there that's better on the mic than MJF.
Oh no, there isn't. There isn't. There just isn't.
There isn't. Okay,
Dream interview, by the
what,
way. Dream interview is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. That would
dude? That would
imagine
be.
that. That would be so sick.
We're never gonna get there,
No, we'll never get there.
but it'd be
We might
crazy if
get
we
to
did.
some interviews with like recruits or something, but we definitely are not getting
Like
to
Fitzroy Legislature.
MJF. You know, I want to have Fitzroy on this show, and we should do that right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to put this on record. So I believe it was Tyndall Weaver and Fitzroy Legislature.
Yeah, oh
So
yeah,
those are
we got
two
both of them.
names that
Chindoll Weaver and Fitzroy
with a
Legister.
previous.
If you're listening, if you watch this ever, hit us up, man.
And
You know where to find
was
us.
there a reason we picked them specifically? Didn't ESPN have them as the lowest ranked recruits or something?
I think in not yeah, I think so, something like that. Like in the
Didn't
top
Tyndall
10.
Weaver have like a 30-point game or something?
Yeah, they were like ranked like the lowest in like the top like
Yeah, the lowest in the displayed, which
yeah,
also means real high.
which
But
also means
we
they're
were
very
just like
athletic. Yeah,
we were like setting goals on a previous sports endeavor, and we were
we don't
like,
have
you
to
know
talk
what, we can
about
get
that.
these guys.
Let's just not talk about that.
Oh, we're not going to, but we need to ask
We're
Lore.
ass men now. But overall, I don't know what to think about this WWE thing. If it does go through, it's gonna be very sad to me. I mean, it's gonna be very very sad to me. I think the fan base for WWE deserves better. The view, obviously, I mean, a lot of people spend a lot of money on wrestling on WWE, and they've been disrespected. It feels like those people have for a long time with the lack of quality in the content that WWE has put out, other than every now and then. And
It's
then
just
finally it gets
lackluster.
good. It's just you have to explain yourself. It got so bad you got to explain yourself for liking it. Then it got good where you didn't because other people it was actually getting popular again. And then they do
Exactly.
this. I mean, this is just
I would always preface like I watch wrestling with I watched wrestling growing up, and now I watch a little bit of it still.
and then
But
it
it
got
got to a point where it like whenever Triple H took back over, I'd just be like, "Yeah, I watch wrestling." It was like normal.
I don't know. Only time's gonna tell. I'm sure we're gonna be making another video about this because you best believe we will if this sale goes through.
I
Uh,
want more information.
I do
That's
too.
all I want.
I really want to know what happened with the Stephanie McMahon stuff. I highly doubt that it was just I took a leave of absence and now by the way I'm quitting forever and I'm not ever coming back. So
Complete speculation, though.
what is?
We have no basis for our claim.
No, something definitely
Complete
happened,
speculation.
but it's not speculation that she quit. It's been announced by the company
Oh
by
no, no, no!
Stephanie
I
McMahon
realize
herself.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying it's complete speculation that something happened.
Is it though?
No, it is. There's no cold hard proof. We need to probably preface it with that it's speculation.
Uh, if you have half the brain, though, I mean, this is just Succession, except wrestling and in real life. You know,
It is kind of just like real life Succession.
that's pretty much all it is. I mean, he's literally betrayed his whole family now,
That
which
was kind
is,
of the whole thing in the show.
yeah, that's pretty wild. Time's gonna tell though with this, and it's gonna be interesting to see play out because now it's not only wrestling fans though, it's the entire world and the entire country definitely um, have their
Oh,
eyes
I'm
on this.
excited for all the wrong reasons.
I am too. Now people are going to know what WWE is again, and it's not going to be because they like watching it.
Hmm.
With that being said, I guess that's all we really have for you. We'll keep making videos updating this. I got,
This one was a little bit.
A little long.
Slower. But you know what? There's a lot of information still here to be unpacked, so we'll get it
Well,
eventually.
maybe. All right, I've been Nolan. He's been Sam. Like and subscribe if you do ever see this. I actually think more people are going to see this than our first few. Um, Make sure still to donate to Damar Hamlin's charity. Even though, yeah, he is out of the hospital, that would be a great contribution, I think, still, because it's a great charity. I feel like it's for a great cause. So go ahead and do that.
Yeah, let's get that man the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
It won't happen this year, obviously, but yeah, he deserves it. With that being said, we're out. I've been Nolan. He's been Sam. This has been Amateur Statistics Scholars. Have a nice ass day.